This is the answer key for the algebra unit test that we took on the 16th of December. So I'll leave it right here so that you can correct the first 10 problems, or you can just hit pause and fill in those. You're going to do these corrections in your algebra booklet. So find a section of your algebra booklet and label it Algebra Unit Test Corrections. And this is going to turn out to be your week 13 document worth 20 points to do these corrections. So when you do corrections, make sure you're writing in the full answer and solution. So these first 10 don't have a solution. Just write what you see. For example, number 1, if you didn't get n plus 12, write n plus 12. You don't have to use the letter n. You can use another letter for the variable. It could be x or w or p or q, whatever letter you choose. But, for example, on problem number 5, if you didn't write 2/3 in front of the variable, then write that in. Please don't erase your test or actually change your test at all. You're going to do these corrections in your algebra booklet, separate from the test. So you're just using a test to know which ones that you need to correct. So there's the first 10, and then I'm going to zoom in and start solving these equations with an explanation. All right, so like terms, starting with number 11. Let me get my pencil out here. So 9 plus 8 is 17. So there's 17 of the letter P and there's 15 of the letter R. This also could have been written 15R plus 17P. For number 12, there's 8 H's and we're going to subtract 8 H's. That's 0 H's. And there's negative 4 H's combined with positive 4 H's. Those combined are 0. So the simplified combined like term is just 0. For number 13, there are 5 Z's and then you take one away, so you have 4Z. And this is called a constant. It's just plus 3. There's nothing, we can't combine it with any variable. For number 14, we have 7 S's and we take 5 of them away. Then we'd end up with 2S. We have 6 U's and there's nothing to combine with that, so that's 6U. And then it's minus 100. There's no other constants to combine with that, so 2S plus 6U minus 100. Okay, here is problem. I'll go over here to number 15 and zoom in and we'll work that direction. All right, I am going to add 5 to create a 0. So I add 5 to that negative 9. This creates a 0, and so n is equal to negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4. For number 16, I'm going to subtract 2. That's going to create a 0. I should have put a line right there. And 2 minus 2 is 0. Y is equal to 9 minus 2. Negative 9 minus 2, that's negative 11. For number 17, I'm going to rewrite this one. R minus a negative 7 is the same as R plus 7. When we subtract a negative, it's the same as adding. That makes this one a little simpler because we're going to subtract 7. So R is equal to 16 minus 7, so that's 9. I guess I should put these right in here. Negative 4, negative 11, 9. This one I'm going to add 1/5 to create a 0. So I add 1/5, that's plus 1/5. To keep the equation balanced, this creates a 0, so A is equal to 3/5. So A is equal to 3/5. Okay, on to the back side of the test. Problem number 19. I'm going to add 7 to both sides to keep it balanced and create a 0. In fact, I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to rewrite it because I'm going to run out of space down there. 1/3 m equals -10 and 7, that's -3. So I'm going to rewrite this. Not negative. There we go. Okay, I'm rewriting it so that I can leave that step, but then take the next step, which is to multiply by 3, or 3/1, the reciprocal. When we multiply by the reciprocal, this creates a 1. So I've got to multiply this by the reciprocal, which is 3/1. So m is equal to -9. For this one, I'm going to rewrite it right here. 16 minus 8r equals 40. I'm going to subtract 16 because this is really adding the 16 right here. We don't subtract from right to left. It only goes from left to right. So this subtraction symbol right here has nothing to do with this 16. Well, it does. This is being subtracted from it. So we create a 0. So we subtract 16. And -8r is equal to 24. So we're going to divide by -8. And r is equal to -3. Okay, problem number 21. Again, I'm going to rewrite this one right here. 6 minus 3/4 of a number x is equal to -12. I'm going to subtract 6. So -3/4 of a number is equal to -18. So I'm going to multiply now by the reciprocal. I'm going to make a copy of this so that I can multiply it and still keep that step where you can see it. So I'm going to multiply this by -4/3. Multiply this by -4/3. So this side is going to equal x. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 18 6 times. So -6 times -4 is 24. So the answer on this one was 24. Problem number 22. I'm going to, I think I can do it right here. I'm going to add 7 to both sides to keep it balanced. -7x is equal to 56. I'm going to divide by -7. So x is equal to -8. -8. All right, and number 23, I'm going to subtract 1 to create that 0. So 15 is equal to -3x. I'm going to divide by -3. So x is equal to -5. Problem number 24. Before I combine like terms, I have to multiply, use the distributive property. So this is going to be 5x plus 3x plus 12 equals 28. So now I'm going to combine 5x and 3x and get 8x plus 12 equals 28. And now I'm going to create a 0. So 8x is going to equal 16. I'm going to create a coefficient of 1 by dividing by 8, and x is equal to 2. For problem number 25, I have the variable on both sides, so I'm going to create a 0 by subtracting 2x. So 2x minus 2x is 0, so that means it's 6 is equal to 7x minus 2x is 5x minus 9. Now I'm going to add 9 to both sides. I'm going to rewrite it over here. 15 is equal to 5x. So I'll divide by 5 to create that 1 right there. 5 divided by 5, that's 1. And we don't have to write the 1 when we have a variable. It's just x is equal to 3. And here are the 3 bonus problems. We're going to do 2 times 4x, that's 8x. 2 times 15, that's 30. And that's equal to 7x plus 3. I'm going to create a 0 with the 7x. 8x minus 7x is x. X plus 30 equals 3. So I'm going to subtract 30. So x is equal to negative 27. Oops, let's write that a little bit better. Negative 27. The next one, I'm going to have to multiply away these parentheses, so that's going to be 100x minus 300 equals 450x minus, I'm sorry, 450, not x, minus 50x. So I'm going to add 50x to create a 0. So I have to add 50x to keep it balanced. So this is 150x minus 300 equals 450. I'm going to add 300 to create that 0. So 150x equals 750. Divide by 150. And 750 divided by 150 is 5. So x on this one equals 5. And the last bonus one, I'm going to do 5x, and I'm going to get rid of these parentheses by doing 5x minus 6, and minus a negative x is really the same as adding an x. And then I'm going to get rid of these parentheses by doing 2x minus 14. So if I combine 5x with x, I get 6x minus 5 equals 2x minus 14. I'm going to create a 0 with this 2x. So 4x minus 5 equals negative 14. I'm going to add 5. Let's see, I think there's an error in here somewhere. It's the 6. Yes, this is 5x minus 6 right there. There we go. And this is a 6 right here. So that means this is a 6, and I'm going to add 6. There we go. Let's fix that. Just a little typo. All right. So we're going to add 6. We're going to add 6. So 4x equals negative 8. So let's write that up here where we have a little bit more room. 4x equals negative 8. I'm going to divide by 4. So x equals -2. And if we want to check that one, 5 times -2 minus 6 minus a -2. And this was in parentheses. Should equal 2 times -2 minus 7. So -2 minus 7, that's -9. -9 times 2 is -18. This side we have 6 minus -2, that's 8. And this is a -10, so -10 minus 8 is also -18. So -2 checked out. So that is the answer key for the algebra unit test taken on the 16th of December.